wanted to sleep. He wanted to relax. The only time anyone can truly relax is when they're asleep. He needed this more than anything. He had been awake for 4 straight days. He was dead to the world as soon as his eyes closed. Sleep. It was finally here. He had been asleep for 3 hours when it appeared at the end of his bed. It needed to tell him something. Something important. He couldn't wake him up and tell him, so he gave it to him in a letter. He hoped he'd get it in time, before it was too late. Everything went cold. He opened his eyes and saw that he was standing in a lane. He saw the letter in his pocket. He opened it up and read it. He didn't understand. Who was the she that the letter was talking about? How did he get the letter? Where was he? He felt like somebody was watching him, and turned around to look. But there was nobody there. She appeared behind him, and slowly made her way over to him. She had 3 very important things to tell him. The first was that he was actually asleep, and what he was experiencing was a nightmare. The second was that he couldn't shout, no matter how hard he tried. And the third is that if someone is so tired they can't wake up, and the only way for them to wake up is to experience shock, so if he died in a nightmare, he would wake up in his own bed. He didn't want to die, so he ran. He ran as fast as he could, not knowing where he was going. But no matter how fast he ran, or where he ran, he ended up back where he started, every time. After countless times of trying to run down the lane, he decided to try the steps. But exactly the same thing happened here. He was trapped. He shouted as hard as he could, but no matter how hard he tried, nothing came out. He used the last of his energy to try running just one more time. Failing this, he collapsed onto the floor. He'd had enough. He was ready to ask her to help him escape the nightmare, even though it was going against what the letter had told him to do. And there she was. She was ready to listen to what he had to say. He begged her to make it stop. He couldn't take any more. She just stood there smiling at him, and then she said that she could control things. She lifted her arms up and made it rain. She told him that she'd do him the favour of putting him out of his misery, killing him, sending him back to where he came from. So he ran over to the steps in the rain. He stood at the bottom of the steps looking up at her. He had a smile on his face. He was ready to go. He closed his eyes as she brought the rock down onto his skull. He was nearly there. She laughed. She didn't think it would have been that easy. She turned around and went back to where she came from. He wanted to sleep. He wanted to relax. The only time anyone can truly relax is when they're asleep. He needed this more than anything. He was dead to the world as soon as it left him. Death. It was finally here.